Hello and welcome to Wingedpair Travel. In this video, we will be taking you to a road trip from Tbilisi to northern parts of Georgia like Kazbegi and Juta. If you want to go to Kazbegi from Tbilisi, you have two options. Either you can stay in Tbilisi and take a day tour, or you can plan to stay in the mountains for a couple of days. So if you're going on a short trip, say 2-3 days, you can opt for a day tour. But if you have a day or two more, we suggest you go and stay there. Check out the full video and you will understand why. The journey from Tbilisi to Kazbegi is one of the most scenic drives in Georgia, offering breathtaking views of the Caucasus Mountains and picturesque villages along the way. The distance between Tbilisi and Kazbegi is around 150 kilometers, and the drive typically takes about 3 to 4 hours, depending on the weather, road conditions, and stops along the way. The drive began as we left the bustling urban landscape and headed towards the north on the Georgian military highway. And the landscape began to change dramatically. There were lush green valleys, and as we climbed higher, the views became increasingly spectacular. We had our first stop at a fuel station where there was a small cafe and a supermarket. We had some coffee and started our journey again. Next, we had a stop at Mineral Springs of Gudauri. It is a natural wonder known for its abundant sulfur-rich waters. The water is renowned for its potential health benefits, and many travelers stop by to enjoy a sip of this therapeutic liquid. When we reached here, it was too windy and it started raining too, so we were not able to stay here longer. Finally, at the last stretch of winding roads, we reached Kazbegi, the town at the foot of Mount Kazbeg. The towering, snow-capped peak of Mount Kazbeg looms majestically above the town, creating an unforgettable first impression. We booked Rooms Hotel for our stay. We have made a separate detailed video on our experience in Rooms Hotel. You can check that link in description. So we checked into the hotel. We had opted for a mountain view room, and let me show you the view from our balcony. Beautiful, isn't it? Next, we went to check out the pool, which was the main reason we came here. And just look at the view. Amazing. Now it was time for lunch. Lunch with a view. After that, it was exploration time. We trekked to the nearby areas and had a stroll through this remote mountain village. We found this amazing honey shop where we did some honey tasting.
Different season flower, no mix. It's 100% different season flower. Raspberry, acacia, and chestnut.
And we tried some Georgian berries. As you know, Georgia is famous for its juicy fruits and berries. We had our dinner at a local restaurant and returned back to the hotel. The hotel at night was a different vibe. The weather was chilly, and to warm ourselves up, we ended the day with a cup of hot chocolate. We woke up at 5 a.m. in the morning to see the sunrise. It was magical. The sun rose over the towering peaks of Mount Kazbeg. The early morning light painted the mountains with hues of orange and pink. A perfect way to begin our day too. We had breakfast at the hotel and checked out from one of the best hotels we have visited till date. Now here, we went to Juta village and stayed there for one day and then came back to Kazbegi to cover rest of the attractions. If you have a time constraint, you can directly skip to day 3 of our itinerary. We say goodbye to Kazbegi as we are off to explore the road less traveled, heading towards the remote beauty of Juta village. Along the way, we are making a special stop at Georgia's hidden cultural treasures, Snow Giant Head Sculptures Open Air Museum. The museum features a collection of giant stone heads, each depicting a famous Georgian writer, poet, or leader. We also passed by the Sno Fortress. After this, we faced some issues with the driver as he denied to take us up to the top, saying that it's not safe and he can't ride there. We have uploaded a detailed video on this subject, that whether traveling to Juta is safe or not, and you can check out that in the description. So after a lot of discussion and fights, we finally reached Juta village. And it was breathtaking. Juta is a peaceful village tucked away at the foot of the Chaukhi Massif, often called as the Caucasian Dolomites for their dramatic jagged peaks. Our stay was at 5th Season Hotel, which is a 2-kilometer hike uphill from the village. So we took a short walk around the village and started for our today's trekking adventure. If you want to know our full trekking experience, you can check out our Juta video. Link is in the description. And just look at this view. The welcome here was just as warm as the stunning landscape. The friendly staff at the hotel made us feel at home right away. Check-in was smooth and we were quickly shown to our room. The room was a perfect blend of comfort and rustic charm, with wooden beams and large windows, offering views of the snow-capped peaks. One of the highlights of staying here is the food. The hotel staff serves delicious Georgian dishes made with fresh local ingredients. From fresh cheese to homemade bread, each meal feels like a true taste of the region. After lunch, we are ready to head to the Dolomites, the Caucasian Dolomites, at an elevation of 2,500 meters above sea level. And the best part, we will be exploring the stunning landscape on horseback. The gentle rhythm of the horse's steps, the fresh mountain air, and the sound of the river immediately made this journey feel magical. We are surrounded by towering peaks and endless meadows. This is Georgia like we have never seen it before. After spending some time at the top, it's time to head back down. Oh, and I also had my DDLG moment here. After dinner, as we drifted off to sleep, the crisp mountain air and the soft murmur of the river outside ensure a deep, restful night. As we wake up to the soft morning light and the sound of river still flowing below, we are ready for another day of adventure. After breakfast, we checked out from this beautiful hotel with lots of memories and trekked back down where our driver was waiting for us. We are heading back to Kazbegi as we have a lot to cover today. Our first stop is Gergeti Holy Trinity Church. First, let me show you where it is. You see that picture from Rooms Hotel? Yes, that is the church. So we are here. The vast landscape around us made this church one of the most picturesque and spiritual spots in Georgia. From there, we head to another landmark nearby, the Georgian-Russian Friendship Monument, a colorful and intriguing spot overlooking the spectacular scenery of the surrounding mountains. After taking the views at the monument, our adventure continues as we make our way to the beautiful Aragvi River. This river is famous for its unique phenomena, where black and white waters merge together, creating a mesmerizing visual contrast. From the Aragvi River, we head to the historic Ananuri Fortress. This impressive complex, which dates back to 16th century, perched on a hill overlooking the Aragvi River, is a symbol of Georgia's cultural and military history. We had our lunch at a cafe outside and started for Mtskheta. Mtskheta is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and the old capital of Georgia. Our first stop here is Svetitskhoveli Cathedral, one of Georgia's most sacred and impressive landmarks. Inside, the cathedral is filled with intricate stonework, It is also known as the living pillar because it's believed to house the robe of Christ, making it a truly sacred site for many. Next, we head to Jvari Monastery, perched on a hilltop above Mtskheta. This 6th century monastery offers incredible views of the town and the confluence of the Aragvi and Jvari rivers. After a day full of history and breathtaking views, we head back to Tbilisi to wrap up our adventure. But of course, no day in Georgia is complete without a food hunt through the streets of its vibrant capital. Thank you for joining us on this adventure to northern Georgia. You can make changes to this itinerary according to your preferences and time. We hope you like this video. Do subscribe to Wingedpair Travel for more travel adventures and itineraries.